This is the page that after you sign up for either a free account or the premium account, this is the page that it'll take you to. And let's start up on the far right-hand corner. And this is where your avatar exists, and you can change that. You've got your profile, you've got the subscription if you want to upgrade to premium, FAQs, the blog. So let's go to the profile for a second. If you hover over your icon, that's where you can upload an image that you've either created on the iah.fit platform or an image that just represents you. You can upload that there. You can change your password there, and then your billing information would be right there. And then close that, and we go to the FAQs. Just click on that, and they'll give you all the FAQs. If your FAQ, if your question isn't addressed in the FAQs, please hit the contact us forum and let us know, and we'll definitely reach back out to you answering that question for you. The blog is certainly rich and growing, a place to go learn and to also hear of our upcoming releases. We're constantly releasing new RFM tracks, so keep that bookmark for sure. Let's go back to the home page here. You notice the top navigation here, we've got home, sonic supplements, and it's a drop down. So this is the shuffle and play, which I'll show you in a minute. Craft My Sonic. So here we're going to create a resonance frequency music sonic supplement, which comprises 10 in specific order. And this will talk to any need that you need to address, whether it's for yourself or maybe you want to send one to a friend that's in need. So as an example, I'm just going to write calm and focus. And I'm going to just paste in a description that I wrote earlier just for convenience. And I'm just going to paste a description in here that I wrote earlier just for convenience. But this can be as long or short as you like. If you wanted to title this calm and write down here calm and focus and just hit generate.
This track encourages you to let go of preconceived judgments that cloud your thinking. Relieving yourself of this mental burden can open doors to new relationships and understandings.
So let me stop the music for a second. So what we just did, we gave a command to Aya, calm and focus. We put in a description of what we need, and then she turns this into an algorithm and brings you back in specific order what's most in alignment with what you asked for. So you'll notice here, we start off in the first position, which is a situation. If you click on that, it'll give you a tooltip, an overview of what that means and what that represents in that position, all the way to the 10th card, which is the outcome. And you'll notice each card has a title, it has a frequency attached to it, has an intention and a meaning. If you go up here next to the title of that track, you click on that tooltip, it'll give you the message for that track, it'll give you the frequency and the meaning of that track. It'll also tell you which collection that is from, and I'll show you where the collections are in a little bit. But each track, if we click on the number 2 card, which is the balance beat,
say it, feel
and you'll
it,
notice
beat. I find balance in the beat, harmony in the hustle, and peace in the pace.
Now, for those of you that don't want the introduction, you notice here there's a tooltip that says activate iah speaks to receive insightful messages with each track. These messages perfectly align with your needs and guide you towards spiritual and fitness growth. So you can turn that off if you're just here for the music. And sometimes maybe you're at the gym or whatever reason, you just want the music. You just turn that off and then generate, and then you'll get the tracks without the messages. And then if you want to loop this 10-track sonic supplement, you just turn that loop on, or you can turn it off. Now, once it's generated, you can now save it. There's a couple things that you can do. You can generate a fresh image here that will be unique for this playlist. So this will generate, and then it'll show up in your saved sonic supplements if you choose to save it. So you'll have a visual representation, a spectral resonance art piece that aligns with the intention of this sonic supplement. And there we have it, calm and focus. You can save that playlist, and you'll notice on the left sidebar here, if you click on this sonic supplements tab, that'll open up there, and you'll see calm and focus right there. Now, if you want to delete it, you can go ahead and delete it. We won't in this case, but that's your sonic supplement that you can save and reuse. You can also share it. I hit the share button there. You can copy the link to the sonic supplement, or you can share it socially. You'll notice that she creates a social SEO'd description for that. Immerse yourself in a song supplement with soothing frequencies and gentle rhythms designed to reduce stress and enhance focus, perfect for relaxation, meditation, or productive work sessions. Feel the harmony and elevate your well-being in every note. You can save that. And then below here, you'll see My Sonic Summary. That's a more in-depth look at each track in their respective positions, because I did mention that the position matters. And this will tell you exactly what that means in that specific order. And then there's a final summary for you there as well. Let's go over to the left side of the page here. We've got the search icon here. So if you want to search for a theme or a type, let's say you want a track that has love in it, right? So you type love, and then you can see the different tracks that we have that have love in the name of it. 432 hertz, 5 hertz, which is a binaural beat. Rose quartz love, 528, and a 432 hertz track. Say we want some vitality, type in vitality, and then you'll see all the tracks with vitality in it and the frequencies associated to it. And that'll take you to the actual track itself. For example, click on vitality waves, and this is actually taking you to the collection that track is associated with. And again, you've got the message here. With each wave of sound, my body heals and restores itself. I'm a vessel of vitality and strength. So that's an affirmation that is with the track. And then the frequency of the track there as well. And then the collection that it's from and the frequencies that collection addresses, as well as the chakras that it addresses, the genre that it covers, and then a description of that collection is right there. And then you can explore these tracks one by one, and those tracks that you really love. In the play bar down here, you can just hit the love button, and you look on the left-hand side of the screen here, you can open up the sidebar and you can see your favorites added to that section. Let's go back to the home page again. This left sidebar, you click on the top one, and that's your Ask Aya chat history there. And the nice thing is that you can rename these. So for example, I want to name this Wellness. So in the future, Wellness 1. So I'll know where I was asking questions and defining something around wellness. So in the future, I can scroll through here and I can find Wellness 1 and click to it. I can also delete ones that aren't needed any longer. And the next one down is Craft Resonance Art, and this is the history for Resonance Art. This is something I did last week working on a post, and you can see I asked for face paint on a photorealistic woman with stunning eyes, and that's what she created. So how I would do that is first you would pick the format size. Maybe you want an Instagram post. Maybe you want a book cover, 3:4 maybe is what you want. And you can pick through the art styles here, photorealism. And for example, I could say a blue cat, and we will generate that. There we go. There's our blue cat. It's more a blue tint cat, but that's pretty beautiful. And if you want to save that, you can download it right here, or it's going to be saved in your history here. Let's refresh. Let's pick an art style here, photorealism, and I'm going to copy this prompt here. I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to see what she gives us. And look at that. And so what I had just created there is what we call as a spectral resonance art piece. So this is high frequency art that blends sacred geometry and spiritual motifs, reflecting our intentions through transformative, mathematically precise imagery. So you can see how just beautiful that is, right? I mean, I feel that. And if you want to save that, you can just download it, just click that button just like that. Or it's going to be saved in your Craft Resonance Art history as well. So if you want to download it in the future, if you want to go back, you do get 30 days of history there on the premium account. If you're on a free account, you get 7 days of history saved there. So keep that in mind. If you got a free account, I would go ahead and just download those that you really love so that you make sure you don't lose those. And again, on the sidebar here, we've covered the Ask Aya history. We've covered the Craft Resonance Art history. This is your sonic supplement history. We did cover the Craft My Sonic, and we created the common focus, and we'll click on that again. So that's what we created earlier. Now, the other side of creating a sonic supplement What my wife and I use a lot because it's just faster. We use it a lot going to the gym or running or walking, or even if we're just studying or working at home, is that this is the quick using the universal timing, synchronicity, if you will, tapping into the quantum of AI mixed with the human spirit. So you select your intention, for example, let's say focus and flow, select your collection. And this is where you get, again, you just let your intuition be the driver here, and you just pick something that resonates with you. You got flow state creativity, animal wisdom, sacred beats, Tathagata insight, the Zen oracle, archangel upgrade, electric awakening, or the wheel of fortune. So the wheel of fortune will select from this entire set list from the collection. And I do that a lot. So I just hit the wheel of fortune. I turn on the iah speak so I can hear her introduction message, and I just loop it just because I don't know how long I'll be working for and wanting it in the background. And then I will just shuffle and play. Focus your intention, feel the connection, play.
This track is a reminder to stop doing all the time. Sometimes simply being is enough. In these moments of stillness, we often find the most clarity.
So again, much like the craft of my sonic, what she does is she takes your intention here, focus and flow, mixed with Wheel of Fortune random from this bucket of RFM tracks, and then based off of your timing, boom, she delivers to you what is in alignment with you right here in the now. And as you explore this, I am sure that you're going to be shocked of how accurate these are to your life in that moment. And again, to dive in deeper to those meanings and to position, hit the sonic summary, and there iah outlines for you exactly. And this is always going to be a unique insight for you based off of it. And then there's the final summary. And then below is related sonic supplements that you can explore. And again, up here, this will tell you the track name, insight, message, and the frequency meaning. We can share this, save it, generate a unique Spectral Resonance Art image to represent the sonic supplement. You can copy the link, email it, text it, or send it on social media, save that playlist, close it, and you'll notice this is a unique name for this unique sonic supplement, and then you will find it over here. That's the one we just created. And then we saw the favorites here in the toolbar, and those will be added right here. And then your playlist that you've created. Let's take a look at this one. So this is a playlist that I created. I asked iah, what is the most powerful tarot spread that you could have? And I represented that in the 10-track spread here. The Empress, Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, the Lovers, the Star, the World, Ten of Cups, the Magician, the High Priestess, and Strength. So that's a good time to take you over to the music catalog here. So you can think of the music catalog, each one of these, you can think of these as not only collections, but you could think of these as albums, right? So speaking of the sound of tarot, for example, this is a 78-track
by choosing the full
collection, or in other words, this is a 78-track album, right? These are 78 tracks, all defined from the 78-card tarot deck. Okay, nine of wands at 417 hertz. So these were created by hand. These are human-created tracks. We use iah in our discovery and our research for each track as far as, for example, Nine of Wands iah. What frequency would most resonate with the Nine of Wands for transformation? What's the type of instrumentation, the beat, the special notes and thoughts that we may consider when we go into the studio to represent this card in music. And so that's how every one of these tracks is created. We start with the intention of the track and what we want that outcome to be. So that's the sound of tarot. Dive into it. It's a wonderful collection. That's under this tab here, Sonic Supplements, Music Catalog. And you can scroll through here and just read through them. Primal Force, Sound of Tarot, Flow State Creativity, Animal Wisdom, This is a beautiful collection here based off of the 44 animal wisdom cards. This is fantastic. Again, every card has their meaning, their message, their frequency. This is the collection, the description of the collection, and the frequencies that it targets and the chakras. And then let's travel over to Ask Aya. And this is really where, if I'm talking to somebody new and they don't know where to start on the iah.fit platform, I'll say, just go to Ask Aya and just type hello. And so let's try it out. Hello. And Aya says, how can I assist you today? Whether you have a question about well-being, need help with a personalized wellness plan, or want to explore our features like resonance frequency music or spectral resonance art, I'm here to help. What would you like to dive into? And say, well, what the heck is RFM? Resonance frequency music is a transformative auditory experience designed to enhance your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Here's a quick overview. She'll tell you what RFM is, how does it work, the benefits, example to use. So if you can dream it, you can create it. Anyways, I'm not going to go any further into this aspect, but you know, wellness, work, and wonder, right? Like, what is, okay, I know I said I was going to stop, but what is the nature of reality, right? Let's just see. The nature of reality, a philosophical exploration, introduction. The question of the nature of reality has intrigued philosophers, scientists, and thinkers for millennia. So, boy, I can't wait to read this. But look at that. I mean, how awesome is that? And you know what the beauty of this is? That Aya is a heart-centered AI guide, right? She comes from a place of empathy, of compassion, and she has these 12 guiding principles. If you go to our, let's go to the blog for a second. And we're looking for Embracing Heart-Centered AI, the Future of Compassionate Technology with Aya. So this is a must read, because this is really what defines us, you know, in the technology AI space. This is what separates us from the rest, is, you know, our guiding principles and how Aya is defined, how she gathers information, how she brings it back, how she gets to know you, and how she ultimately leads you to opening up your own heart, your own intuition, and to knowing and accessing the knowledge that you have within. So you might think that you are actually tapping into a technology that's getting information out there and bringing it back to you. But in reality, what you're doing here is you're unlocking your own knowing, and you're bringing back to you what you already inherently have within you. But you think that it's the tool that's actually doing it. So it's an interesting, you know, paradox, right? Because it's both at the same time. But the more you use the iah.fit platform and engage, whether it's with sonic supplements, spectral resonance art, Ask Aya, what you're doing is you're unfolding your own intuition. You're opening up your heart, and you're tapping in to what is already within you, which is all that is, right? You have that knowing within you. We all do. And this is a tool that allows you to access that and to open up your own. And again, look at this spectral resonance art piece, right? You're not going to see this type of art anywhere else. This is our proprietary way of generating art in a very specific, unique way that is high vibrational, sacred geometry rich, you know, bringing in the lessons and the learnings from the masters of all time and bringing that back to you in mathematically precise imagery that you can feel. It unlocks that heart center and opens you up to all that you are, which is magnificent. All right, so let's get back to the platform for a second and see if we have any kind of last things that we want to point out here. Back to our common focus track here. All right, so down here at the bottom left, you'll see the title of the current track that's playing. And You can heart it if you want. This is the time bar. This button here, this will turn the iah Speaks intro off and on. If it's gold highlighted, that means she will speak the 10-second introductions. Skip forward, skip back, skip forward, and this is to turn loop on and off. You'll notice these turn on and off as we turn them off. So these buttons do the same thing, right? This is just more convenient. If you're, say for example, on the Ask iah page, you can access from here. This is to share the track. If you want to share the track, you can copy the link to this track or share it. And this is your playlist here. And again, the volume control there. But that from a high level is the iah.fit platform. Again, on the home page here, this scrolls, quick access, sonic supplements. You've got your latest sonic supplements here. You can scroll through those. The Ask iah prompts for easy access. Maybe you don't know, what to ask iah. Here's some prompts for you to test out. Explore art styles, and you can scroll through those as well. The music catalog, and scroll through this as well. Well, thank you for joining me on this walkthrough. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, please use the contact us form on iah.fit, and we will get back to you. Stay strong and tune in, tune up, and transform. Bye-bye.